Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team Road to Glen. We're back again for another episode. It is episode 104, and in today's episode we're going to be completing a player objective, well SBC, whatever you want to call it, and then we're going to be heading into FUT Champs. So that is obviously going to be quite interesting. As you can see on the screen, we've got ourselves a new centre back in town, Rafael Varane. Flashback item is in the club, and it looks absolutely fantastic. But anyway, moving on into completing this SBC, then putting in 3 Team of the Year nominees in Mendy, Walker and Jonathan David, but as you know, obviously Walker and as well as Mendy, they're both duplicate and tradable, so we've now recovered them. But we've got ourselves Harry Kane, which is absolutely brilliant, and it's going to unlock some interesting links into the team. Obviously being English, we can maybe get some different players into the team. Obviously Jude Bellingham, he's got a future star now, so obviously if we can pack him, you know, we've got Harry Kane, we've got other players that obviously can link to him, Sterling as well, so we might actually be able to get him on some chem if we do get him. But anyway, as you can see, it looks absolutely fantastic. 94 shooting on the lad with 88 pace. He doesn't look too bad for a Harry Kane card, you know, he's got the pace there that should be good enough to obviously battle against some of really the quickest players on the game. At centre back, for example, you know, flashback Varane, he should do okay against people like that. So he's been completed. We're then going to do with the 84 plus player pick. Obviously team the is still out at this point. For me, obviously, just I'm trying to catch up on obviously things that have happened over the last couple of days or whatever. But yeah, so we do go and get this pick. We also get obviously the whatever it's called, the future star, like geezer for it, whatever it is. But we do actually get Sterling from the player picks. So that's actually okay, we'll take that. You know, it's not end of the world, it could be worse. But anyway, here's the new look team for this weekend. We also packed Rudiger, which I accidentally can delete the footage of, so yeah, we packed the 500k player there, so the team's looking quite good. We've also put Jake Reeves, as you can see, we've got a silver, that is Jake Reeves, used to play for Bradford City, and I just thought, you know what, this weekend we're going to try something different. We're going to bring Jake Reeves into the team because I thought he deserves a shot. You know, I liked him as a player in real life, and I just wanted to give him a go, because if you don't know, Jake Reeves was you know, he was a big signing for Bradford at the time. You know, we spent 250 grand on him. You know, for a League One team, that's quite a lot of money, especially for Bradford City. You know, we don't really spend money, and obviously we decided to buy him. Played very, very good for the first sort of however long it was. Got injured, and then he was out for like literally a year. Then he got unfortunately got like mental health issues or whatever, and then had to stop playing for a bit. He came back to obviously play a couple of games, then just nothing really happened, and then he ended up leaving the club, and then he's now obviously standing for Stevenage in League 2, which now Bradford find ourselves in League 2 as well. So we obviously played him this season and whatever, yeah, so he got this in form, and I just thought, you know what, let's just try him. It's something different. You know, 16,000 coins, he's not going to break the bank, you know, he's not going to be amazing, but he's not going to be terrible. You know, he's got 85 pace, he looks actually okay, and I just thought, you know, I want a bit of passion in there. I want to play with players that I want to actually play with, if that makes sense. You know, instead of going with these like meta players, for example Messi that this guy's got, you know, that is obviously, it's very meta, and obviously I don't want to play with the best players in the game all the time. Like, don't get me wrong, I need some of the best players because I'm not very good at FIFA, so I need to put some in. But you know, I just want to have a bit of fun sometimes with the likes of Jake Reeves. You know, Harry Kane, again, he's not one of the most meta players in the game, but he's going to be a fun player to use. Different ways of scoring, for example, you know, headers aren't the greatest on this game, but you know, he will score more than, you know, so for example like Kylian Mbappe or Vinicius Junior that we have brought off the bench for this game, as you can see, because we were struggling. We were 3-1 down, and we've turned the game around to 4-3, which is brilliant, with the 82nd minute there. But then unfortunately he's going to come forward with Icardi, and he's just going to turn my Varane on his debut into an absolute hot sausage, and unfortunately we're back to 4-4, so that's not looking too good. But then watch what happens here. As you can see, Rudiger picks the ball up in the 91st minute. We find Mbappe. What's he going to do? Borrow the defender, takes the shot and scores and gets the winner, and we win the game 5-4 in the 91st minute. I mean, wins don't come as sweet as that too often, do they really? And we'll absolutely take the 4 points that we gained from that game. Brilliant to see. So we're going to move on into the second game then. This guy's again got an interesting team. He's got Phil Foden playing as a CDM. I'm not sure why he won't just switch him and Thomas Partey around, but hey ho. He's got himself Totti nominee Alaba as well as Mendy. He's got flashback Maris, which I'm guessing he probably got from that SBC, the, you know, whatever SBC it was called, to get, you know, all the different SBC cards from this year, that player pick, whatever it was. But anyway, Jake Reeves then, he's going to play a ball into Harry Kane in this game. Can he get his first assist? Well, maybe he can. Yes, he can. He's going to get that assist, which is absolutely brilliant to see from the boy Jake Reeves. I can't remember if he scored in the first game actually, but anyway, moving on into this sort of next batch of play, we find the ball into the box to Harry Kane, who actually hits the post, unfortunately, but then Reeves picks the ball up in the box, gets the ball back, takes the shot, and he's got himself a goal there in the weekend league. And honestly, scoring that goal with Jake Reeves just felt so much better than scoring any old other like goal with anyone else. I could score like a 60-yard scream with like, you know, Roberto Carlos or something. But scoring with Jake Reeves, it just had a different feel to it. It was absolutely brilliant, and I love doing it because obviously you don't really expect to like do well with obviously like civil players or whatever, you know, and it's just more rewarding when you score with like the worst of players on this game, or you could say meta or whatever. But anyway, I did try force the ball there to Jake Reeves once again, but it fell its way to Salah, and we do end up winning the second game 3-1. So again, we'll take that, and obviously we're going to move on into the third game off the back of winning 2 games in a row, which is actually very, very good. So moving on into this next game then, this guy's got a very sweaty meta team. As you can see, Vinicius Junior, George Best, you know, out on those wide areas. He's also got a great defence, you know, Cosra at the back. He's no mug. But to be fair, Jake Reeves does get past him and scores a second goal for the weekend. He's absolutely loving life, and I absolutely love using this guy in this game so far. He's doing absolutely brilliant, you know, 63 shooting, and he's scoring goals like that. We'll absolutely take it. Then we decide to hack him down, then just before he got into my box, we get a red card with Varane, unfortunately, so that's his first red card. And then into the next game, we are actually going to use Phil Jones at centre-back, so I thought, you know what, why not? I can't even be bothered going into a squad battles game anymore to quit out to obviously get the boy back in. But anyway, as you can see, this is poor defending from Kante, and he's going to allow him to square the ball across into the inside to get a free net shot there. Well, free net shot, I don't know where that's come from, to get basically an open goal, and he's gone and scored there, so he's now 2-1 up. Then turns me with the boy Sammy Eto'o, takes the shot, he's now 3-1 up in the 41st minute. You know, I was 1-0 up in this game, and unfortunately we've just collapsed basically. So we did bring Vinicius Junior on, and of course Messi as well, not Messi, Mbappe, obviously in the second half, pushed Jake Reeves back into CDM, or if not, I think I might have brought him off in this game, to be fair, because I was really struggling, to be fair, and I didn't want to lose this game because he didn't seem that good. And as you can see, he's going to score another goal there, this time with George Best, so he's now 4-2 up. I believe he makes it 5-2 as well. You know, it was just one of those games where you know you're better than the opponent, but he's just taking his chances. And that's obviously what happened in this game. We do end up going 5-2 down, and I just thought, you know what, we're going to quit. We're going to get out of this game, and I could not be bothered, because who cares about record anymore? You know, we're 2-1 or whatever. Or I think, yeah, I believe so. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. You just want to get up to your 9 wins as quick as possible. So we're going to move on into the next game then. And as you can see, you didn't really see his team, but he had quite an interesting one. He had, you know, fast back runs and stuff and whatever. So he had quite a decent team. But Harry Kane then is going to square a ball in through for Bernardo Silva to put us 1 up in this one. 10 minutes on the clock. We're then going to push through. We've got 3-on-2 situation. It gets tackled though, unfortunately, by Klaus. And it's Sergio Milinkovic-Savic to find Best in a couple of passes, then into Mbappe, who's in the box, free of a man, and he's going to shoot there and get the goal to pull the game back to 1-1. And I was quite frustrated with that goal, to be fair. You know, it's quite poor defending, but it is what it is. So moving into the 21st minute, we try a ball there out wide. It wasn't actually Foster, it was for Kante, but then we find the ball of Jake Reeves, and now Jake Reeves is through on goal. What can he do? He's going to outmuscle the defender, get round everyone, half the shot, and he scored again. Jake Reeves now, we've taken his goal up to 3 goals and 1 assist for the weekend. He's absolutely loving life, and he then gets a free kick as well, and I believe he's going to quit. Yes, he does. That is actually brilliant from the boys. Love to see that from Jake Reeves. Brilliant stuff, and we get a rage quit there as well. So now up to 3-1 just like that. So, you know, quitting out on that last game, it doesn't seem too bad now, and obviously we've now got an extra win, so we need 2 more in this episode to obviously pull us up to 5 wins, which obviously what we want to do. So we're now going to obviously go into this next game and just see what happens. It's an interesting one, you know. It's got quite a lot of gold meta cards, but also, you know, looks quite, that's a good SBC. Wow was a good SBC. He's got Totti nominee, Koundé in as well, Tchouameni in form. You know, it's got some nice little players in there, to be fair. But anyway, look at this from Messi. It's absolutely brilliant, to be fair. He just takes the shot outside the box in a very skewy angle, and he beats Edouard Mendy, who's actually very suspect, by the way. I would not recommend going and picking him up. He's absolutely terrible, if I'm honest. You know, headliner Ramsdale, which we had in the last couple of weekends, he's so much better. But anyway, Jake Reeves once again, he's going to level this game up. It's now 4 goals, 1 assist for the man in this weekend league. He's absolutely loving life. I'm telling you, it's just so much better scoring with those types of players. It really is. And obviously, I do recommend other people using, you know, your favourite players. For example, you know, I don't know, it might not be that bad. You know, like Seamus Coleman, for example. You know, I know a lot of Everton fans like Seamus Coleman. Just start playing with different players, honestly. But anyway, As you can see there, we're now 3-1 down. That wasn't a goal. I promise you, it was not a goal. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we're going to make it 3-2 in the 116th minute. Can we go and get one more goal to equalise this game up? Well, as you can see here, he's got the ball. We picked the ball up, Bernardo Silva. It's going to be Mbappe. He's running through on goal. It's a 3-on-3 situation. He's just going to push through, take the shot, and it's in the back of the net in the not the 90th, the 121st minute. Well, should I say 122nd? Because we're a little bit over time. The ref luckily let us play on, and we've pulled the game back to 3-3. Which is quite lucky because, as you know, if you didn't see that Walker clearance that was for the third goal for my opponent, it didn't actually go into the back of the net, which I was quite frustrated about. But anyway, we're now going to move on into penalties, and as you know, my record for penalties is absolutely terrible this year, so we need to go and try and win this one and obviously break the sort of curse of penalties for this year. So we do step up with the first penalty and score. It's now going to be Messi to set up for my opponent. It's chipped down the middle, and it's sent Mendy obviously the wrong way. So we're back to 1-1. Then Roberto Carlos, the left back, is going to step up. He goes middle again. It's green timed. It's in the goal, and it's a goal that counts. Love that. So we're now 2-1 up. It's then going to be Paqueta for my opponent. Will he score? Yes, he does not. Yes, he does not. Yeah, I mean, that totally does make sense. But yeah, so he does miss there. Can we go and score to go in the lead? Yes, we can. We're now 3-1 up. And if we go and save this penalty, we're absolutely in the money. So it's going to be Kylian Mbappe to step up. What can he do? Chips it down the middle again. Makes me look a right mug. I mean, fair enough. So then it's going to be my Mbappe. Do we chip it down the middle? No, we do not. We go and place it into the bottom left-hand corner to put us 4-2 up. If we save this penalty, we go and win the shootout. It's going to be David Alaba to step up. Is he going to chip it down middle? Yes, he is. And I'm wise to it now, and I actually save the penalty. So you absolutely love to see that, and that obviously gives us an extra win in this game. And that's going to pretty much actually wrap up the end of the episode. So we love that to obviously end on a high, end on a penalty shootout win, which you don't really see from me. And it's David Alaba there to obviously mess that up. But yeah, we'll absolutely take that. Jake Reeves was an absolute stud in this weekend so far. You know, 5-6 games played. And as you can see, he's obviously got himself like 4 goals and 1 assist or whatever. So anyway, that's going to pretty much wrap up the end of the episode. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you in this one tomorrow. Peace.